Have you ever wanted to send your customers emails based on actions that they've taken within your app? For example, if you're running an auction site and they make the winning bid, you'd like to notify them via email. Or perhaps if it's a shopping experience and they abandon their cart, perhaps giving them a nudge a few days later via email could be what pushes them over the edge to make that purchase decision. In this video, we're going to look at the tool Resend, and we're going to examine exactly how you can implement this in your app so that you can send custom emails uniquely to your users. For this video, I've created an engineering schedule tool that basically allows you to assign shifts to engineers so that we've got 2 assigned to the AM and 2 assigned to the PM shift for every day. Notice in the engineers page, each of the engineers has an email address. For this demonstration, once the administrator has populated an entire week, they can then send out these confirmation emails to each of the engineers explaining exactly when their shift is during that week. Before we get started, it's important to know there's a prerequisite for using Resend. You have to have your own custom domain. If you don't have your own custom domain, they're really easy to buy here within Bolt. Once you've published your site, go to project settings, domains and hostings, and here you can buy a new domain, or if you've already got one, you can connect your own. I'd highly recommend before you buy one from another platform such as GoDaddy, have a look at the price on Bolt. You'll often find it's cheaper here. To search for one, simply click buy new domain, and here you can look for the domain that you want. I've already purchased a domain, so to find that, I'm going to scroll down to personal settings, under cloud, click on custom domains, and this one here, Our Happy Place, is the one that I'm going to use. To connect it, let's scroll back up to domains and hostings, connect your own domain, type it in, and add. After you've added it, click on Verify Domain Status. This may take a minute or two. While we're here, notice that we have this SEO boost option, which you can enable if you choose. With that securely connected, let's publish to this domain. Notice now it's showing up here, and update. With that published, let's now test out the domain, and here we go, it's properly connected. Now it's time to jump over into Resend. Here's their homepage, email for developers, the best way to reach humans instead of spam folders, deliver transactional and marketing emails at scale. So let's get started. I've already created an account, so I'm just going to log in. Here we are in the dashboard. Notice that because I was doing some testing, we already have some emails in here. Notice that they're about 21 hours ago. When you sign up, you should go through an onboarding flow. Now to reactivate that, I'm going to come down here and click onboarding. This is what you'll see when you create your account. The first thing we'll do is we'll add an API key. Let's copy this API key to clipboard. Jump back into our Bolt project, and we're going to add it as a secret. Let's call it Resend API key, and we'll paste that value, creating the secret now. With that created, let's jump back into Resend, and we'll send out our first email. They've added a really easy option, copy for AI. So we're going to copy the prompt and we'll paste that prompt in Bolt. Now let's add to this prompt. I have already added the Resend API key to secrets, and it's called Resend API key. Now let's build it. Let's now publish the site, and in Resend, click send email. Email sent. Let's check our inbox. Here we go from Resend. Congrats on sending your first email. Back in the Resend dashboard, under emails, we can see that this was sent and opened. Jumping back into Bolt, let's think about the user experience here. So as the administrator, when I assign a new user to their shifts, I may want to change this. So perhaps let's add a button up here saying send out confirmation emails, and we'll only send out the emails once the admin is happy with all the shifts that they have assigned. Here's our prompt. Please add a new send email feature via Resend on the schedule page. It should be clearly triggered by a button above the weekly schedule on the right called send confirmation emails. When I click this, it should create a custom email for each of the engineers who have been scheduled during this week. If all 5 have been scheduled, they should each get an email. If only 1 has been scheduled, only they should receive an email. The email should clearly detail how many shifts they have and when they are throughout the week, including dates. So it's a bit wordy. I'm going to enhance the prompt, which structures it and makes the agent's comprehension of it a little bit better. Let's put this into plan mode and we'll send it off. So here's the plan. Update the schedule page header layout, so we add that button to the top. We want to build the email generation logic by understanding which engineers are assigned, create the HTML email template, implement the confirmation dialog, implement the email sending workflow, and add user feedback and error handling. So now it's asking us some clarifying questions. By default, it can send an email from the resend.dev domain. However, this isn't branded to our app. So now we need to add our custom domain within Resend itself. Let's go to domains, click add domain. Now it's recommending us to use a subdomain to preserve the domain reputation. So that's fine. We'll just add updates in front of our regular domain. Let's add this domain. Now it's time to fill out our DNS records. To do this, we've got to come back into Bolt, open up our Domain and Hostings tab, and go into Manage DNS. This is where we want to add new record. There are 3 to add. A text record, we'll copy this. We'll copy the content too, and let's save it. Time to add the second one. This type is MX, called send.updates, and we'll copy the content, noticing the priority is 10. Select MX, give it the name, priority 10, and paste the value. Save. Let's add one more. Text, send updates, we'll copy the content. Send updates, and paste the content. With all of those added, let's say I've added the records. Resend goes through this process of validating your records, which takes a few minutes. Now that that's successfully verified, we can jump back into Bolt and answer this question. So let's clarify. I have verified our custom domain, make it more human readable, and hidden on past weeks. We'll send that plan off and build it. With that done, let's test it out. Schedule. We can now see the send confirmation emails. Let's assign William to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. Send confirmation email. This looks good. Send emails. Failed to send confirmation emails, please try again. Let's just copy this, paste it in here. It failed to send. Here is the error message from Toast. Please help me fix. It's found the problem and it defaults to using the resend email instead of our own custom one. So let's configure this. We're going to open the resend from email, and using that updates subdomain that we just created in the resend dashboard is what we're going to enter here. Updates.ourhappy.place. Create secret. To add more visibility, I just typed updates.ourhappy.place, which was the subdomain that we configured within the Resend dashboard. With that all done, let's test it out. It failed to send again. Please help me fix. Now it's improved the error handling, so when the email sending fails, the Toast will notify the user. Let's try it again. Here we go. Let's copy this issue. Reading through this, it seems like we're exceeding the rate limit of the Resend API. So we can space this out simply by asking the Bolt agent to do so. Above is the error. Propose a solution to fix this. We'll put it in plan mode and send it off. Let's answer these clarifying questions. So it's asking us what our from email is. So I've written that down in here. It's also asking about batching these emails. And let's look into the Resend docs. We can see that they do allow send batch emails. So I've copied the URL to this doc and I've pasted that in here so the agent can do research on this and know how to implement it properly itself. Finally, we've answered free tier. Now let's send off this build. The agents fixed the rate limiting issue, sending all of the emails as one batch API. Also, it's modified the server function so that it trims the white space from the end of the secret. Let's test it out. Another error. Let's copy this. The Toast showed another error. Let's fix this. Let's try again. Schedule, send confirmation emails. Success! Confirmation emails sent to 5 engineers. So let's go into our email and see if it's there. Yes, here we are in our email weekly schedule confirmation. Hi, William. It's used my name. Here's your schedule for the upcoming week. You have 3 shifts assigned. It's got the date, it says it's morning, and it has the exact time using the branding of the site as well. So you can see this is an incredible tool sending out key information to our users. As a sanity check to make sure it went out to the other users as well, let's go into the emails page of our Resend dashboard, and here we can see all the other email addresses that it sent this out to. So there we go. In this video, we've learned how to use the tool Resend so that you can send out customer emails based on events that happen within your app, sending custom data, and we've even batched the APIs as well. Good luck implementing this into your app. Remember, if you have any issues, always ask the agent to add error logs and copy those back into the agent for context, and it should do a good job solving the problems. Now it's time for you to think creatively how you're going to use emails like this to empower your customer and improve their experience in your app. As always, if there's any specific content that you'd like to learn about, leave it in the comments below and we'll do our best to get with it. And good luck implementing Resend into your site.